My name is Patrick Redfern, Head of Business Development at Celtrino. In today's video we want to share with you the experience of a typical client who has a supply chain to automate, and we're helping him to do that by particularly electronic ordering and electronic invoicing. And I want to introduce you today to Owen Cooney, who is the CEO of a partner who's working on such a project.
Thanks, Patrick. So my name's Owen Cooney and I'm here from iStockist.com, and we've created an integration with Celtrino's AS2.
Thank you. Owen, maybe you'll give us a bit of background as to how that process began and how you expect it to end. I think you had a famous saying which says it's now 2 clicks and all the work's done.
So I'll tell you a story about the first client for this integration. They were getting orders via EDI, but they had to download them and then put them into their systems manually. And what we've done is created a process where with 2 clicks they get the order in, it's automatically generated in their system, they click to approve it, and they click to approve the invoice. And the invoice comes back to Celtrino and goes to the buyer.
Very good.
So the big benefits are just a lot of time savings, reduced risk around human error of copying and pasting things.
Time and money, as we all say.
Time and money are the big savings, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, Owen, would you think there was much work behind the scenes in order to do that, and the type of support that you got working with Celtrino? Could you maybe describe a little bit of that experience?
Yeah, so the process was okay to set up. It was pretty good, and the support was great. So it's great to work with Celtrino, and the integration, it's complicated stuff, but it's now that it's done, we're delighted with it, and it's seamless now. So Celtrino would manage the EDI file from the relationship with the buyer,
Setting up and testing.
Setting up, testing, all that stuff. And what we're basically doing is the last mile with the supplier. So helping them get the order automated. So they probably already have a way to download an EDI order and upload it manually. But this is if they want to go a step further and just get it all a bit seamless, they can do it through the Celtrino and iStockist integration.
Yeah. What I usually say is that we're bringing the motorway to the doorway. And then what goes on behind the wall has to be also automated.
Yeah.
So working with partners like yourself, then clients realise the full potential of what's been achieved and presented to them.
Exactly, it's the full benefit of the EDI.
So it's delivering pure 100% transparency, full real-time status viewing of orders, which is very critical to any business, and the reduction of errors. And ultimately the reduction of cost, pure operational efficient, highest efficiency, reduced cost is what everybody needs to be competitive today.
Yes.
And out there in the real world where business owners, they're busy trying to keep their business going and drive the front end, all these operational things become an overhead. So having automation is really what they need.
Right, so yeah, one thing, like we were touching on in another conversation, so with the operational efficiencies, so with this integration, a manufacturer or distributor can go from having one relationship with one buyer through EDI, to having a relationship with 170 in multiple jurisdictions. So that's just great for the same investment, which is really big.
I suppose operational efficiencies are in constant a source of irritants for a lot of business owners, but it's also a hugely important factor in terms of how the supply chain works, how you interact with your customers, with your suppliers, and of course with the pending, I suppose, landscape change of the Brexit event. Businesses are really going to have to look at how they're exposed in terms of commercial exposure due to being able and have the ability to respond, and that means being able to respond to sourcing goods from different countries and territories. EDI is a very powerful way of doing that.
In terms of all this change that's going on at the moment, everyone has to be flexible, and manufacturers and distributors always need to look at what opportunities are out there. And so where our product really comes in is, first with the integration, they can move from having buyers in one country to having buyers in multiple countries. Second, the iStockist platform has an API, so it's very easy to connect with all their other systems. An API is really just a plug to go from one system into another system. So where we've focused in terms of the API is making sure their ERPs and their accounting systems, that it's easy to get the information in and out of them. So one of the great things about this, I think, is it's something for the supplier. It helps them really automate on their side, and while the buyers have for a long time, they have answers in the form of Celtrino, there are these great solutions for the buyers. For the supplier, and just getting their part very efficient in a cost-effective way, this really provides an answer.
Yeah, and not a big investment.
The costs are not very high.
Yeah.
The benefits are huge. They're going to save a bunch of time on admin of entering stuff themselves. So they're going to save for sure. They're going to have a better solution, and it's going to be much more efficient. They can scale much quicker.
What we find at Celtrino for the last 30 years that the operational efficiency for all businesses and clients that we have is a science, and that science delivers on absolutely world-class efficiency in terms of pure automation. That means there is no errors, so that means costs by way of human error, costs by mistakes, costs by way of once something's engineered and tested as an engineered process, it is so much more powerful than any kind of semi-manual process, and every business learns that to their demise. And as you say, the beauty of it now is that all this is affordable to SME world.
Yes.
And those costs have been driven down. Once upon a time, it was £10,000 to get EDI running with one customer. Now it could be as little as 600 or 300 euros, depending on who you're trading with. So that's quite a change.
Managing orders that are automated at all parts except for the supplier. You, as a supplier, you can now get rid of the hassle of managing orders, because it gets done for you, and that's just huge, because it's one less thing and it's a very, very important thing.
As business owners, EDI technology, the way that Celtrino has been delivering it for 30 years as EDI managed services, gives business owners potential to put their business, a lot of the worries they may have addressed, like, are my orders coming in on time? Am I responding to my customers correctly? Am I compliant with what my customers are actually expecting of me, and in a time frame that they insist upon? So all of these worries can really be take a back seat once you take the plunge and make that small investment to automate your key business processes. It's not rocket science anymore, and it doesn't cost a great deal. It's really worth having a good look at, and we can even help you with a generic or universal assessment of what is currently manual, what is currently semi-automated, and then what should really be automated, so that you don't have human error costing your business a great deal of risk. Thank you for watching this video. If there's any aspects of what you've heard in the video that you're interested in or want to contact us about, please do so. The information will appear on the screen.